Generative AI stands at the forefront of a sweeping transformation, reshaping how we think about creativity and innovation across countless industries. Just a decade ago, the idea that machines could create art, compose music, write stories, design products, and even help scientists make breakthroughs seemed like something out of science fiction. Today, thanks to advances in deep learning and neural networks, generative AI is not just a tool, it is a creative partner, opening new frontiers of possibility. At its core, generative AI refers to systems that can produce new content, whether that's text, images, music, code, or even complex data sets. Unlike traditional AI, which is primarily focused on analyzing data, identifying patterns, and making predictions, generative AI goes a step further. It creates. This leap is made possible by architectures like Generative Adversarial Networks, or GANs, and transformer-based models such as GPT and its successors. These systems learn from massive amounts of data, capturing not only the rules and patterns within that data, but also the underlying essence of creative expression. For artists and designers, generative AI is both a muse and a collaborator. Painters can use AI-powered tools to generate novel concepts, blend styles, or even co-create entire works of art. Musicians are exploring AI-generated melodies, harmonies, and rhythms, often discovering sounds and structures that would have been difficult to imagine on their own. Even in the world of fashion, generative models suggest new patterns, colors, and textures, helping designers break free from creative blocks and push the boundaries of style. In writing, generative AI systems can draft articles, stories, poetry, and more, sometimes producing content so convincing that it can be hard to distinguish from that written by humans. Journalists use AI to generate reports on everything from sports scores to financial news, freeing up time for more in-depth investigative work. Novelists and screenwriters leverage AI to brainstorm plot twists, develop characters, or simply overcome writer's block. Far from replacing human creativity, these systems act as catalysts, accelerating the creative process and expanding the range of what's possible. But generative AI's impact extends well beyond the arts. In business, it is transforming how companies innovate and compete. Marketing teams use AI to generate advertising copy tailored to individual audiences, design eye-catching visuals, and even optimize campaign strategies in real time. Product developers rely on generative design tools to create prototypes, simulate performance, and identify cost-saving opportunities, all at unprecedented speed. In software engineering, AI models can write code, debug programs, and suggest optimizations, making development faster and more reliable. Science and research, too, are benefiting from this new wave of AI innovation. Chemists use generative models to design novel molecules for pharmaceuticals, potentially speeding up the discovery of new drugs. Biologists are leveraging AI to generate hypotheses about protein structures or simulate evolutionary processes. Even in climate science, generative AI helps model complex systems, filling in gaps in data and providing new insights into environmental change. Education is also undergoing a profound shift thanks to generative AI. Personalized learning platforms use AI to generate exercises, quizzes, and explanations tailored to each student's needs, adapting in real time as learners progress. Teachers are discovering AI-powered tools that help grade assignments, provide feedback, and even suggest new ways to present challenging concepts. In higher education and research, AI-generated summaries and literature reviews help scholars keep pace with the ever-growing volume of published work. Despite these remarkable advances, the rise of generative AI is not without its challenges. As machines become better at mimicking human creation, questions arise about authenticity, authorship, and intellectual property. Who owns the rights to a song composed by an AI? How do we ensure that machine-generated images or texts are not used to spread misinformation or perpetuate bias? These are complex issues demanding careful consideration and new frameworks for responsibility and ethics. Moreover, the sheer power of generative AI has raised concerns about the future of work. As machines take on more creative tasks, what becomes of the artists, writers, designers, and other professionals whose skills have long been considered uniquely human? While some fear obsolescence, others see opportunity. By automating routine aspects of creative work, generative AI frees people to focus on higher-level thinking, emotional resonance, and the spark of originality that remains the domain of human imagination. Importantly, the most successful applications of generative AI are those that center human judgment and collaboration. Rather than replacing people, AI serves as an amplifier, helping individuals and teams achieve more than they could alone. This symbiosis is evident in fields as diverse as architecture, where AI-generated blueprints inspire new forms and structures, to medicine, where AI-generated models assist doctors in diagnosing and treating complex conditions. Looking ahead, the potential of generative AI seems boundless. As models continue to improve in sophistication and accessibility, the barriers to entry for creative and innovative work are falling. Amateur musicians can compose symphonies with the help of AI. Small businesses can produce professional-grade marketing materials. Students from all backgrounds can access personalized tutoring. The democratization of creativity promises to unleash a wave of ideas and inventions from voices that might otherwise have gone unheard. Yet, this transformative power comes with a responsibility to ensure that generative AI is used ethically and inclusively. Developers, policymakers, and users must work together to set standards, guard against misuse, and foster a culture of transparency. By doing so, we can ensure that AI augments our humanity rather than diminishes it. In the end, the rise of generative AI marks not just a technological evolution, but a profound shift in how we understand the nature of creativity itself. By blurring the lines between human and machine, it challenges us to rethink our assumptions, embrace new forms of collaboration, and expand our vision of what's possible. As we stand on the cusp of this new era, one thing is clear. The future of creativity and innovation will be shaped not by machines alone, but by the extraordinary partnership between human ingenuity and artificial intelligence.